More than 48 hours have passed since the election results have been declared in the state of Maharashtra. Yet it's not clear who's going to be the chief minister of the state. The BJP's stunning performance complicating negotiations now. The party can now form the government either with the support of Shinde or Ajit Pawar. The coalition conundrum is for real. The question is, will the BJP follow the Bihar model, or is it going to have Fadnavis return as the chief minister this time? Let's ask Sanjeev Srivastava, political commentator, and he's joined by senior assistant editor at TOI Plus, Alka Dhupkar. Great to have you both this evening. Alka, first to you, what do you assess as the problems that the Mahayuti faces in crowning a chief minister today?
Inviting me and understanding what is the situation in Maharashtra. As per my sources and information, everybody is going to expect that Mr. Devendra Fadnavis is going to be next chief minister of the Maharashtra. That is what the RSS wants, my sources tell me. But as we know that together Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar have now support of more than 85 up to 90 MLAs, and so BJP doesn't want to take any risk. If we remember in 2019, Uddhav Thackeray got upset because the chief ministership was promised, according to him, by BJP, was not offered to him, and that was the main grouse of the undivided Shiv Sena. And going by that calculation, the BJP in current situation will go very cautiously selecting chief minister of Maharashtra, because we have to also understand that Devendra Fadnavis comes from upper caste Brahmin background, and both Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar are Maratha dominant, Maratha chief minister, which Maharashtra has in the past seen a Maratha chief minister. So we have to see how the party is going to play this politics, if we are going to see the Bihar pattern or some new pattern introduced by the BJP in Maharashtra.
What is your reading, Sanjeev? For a state like Maharashtra, known for its regional heavyweights, is Devendra Fadnavis big enough to counter them? Or like Yogi Adityanath in Uttar Pradesh after the 2017 elections, whom the media at least called a surprise, is Maharashtra likely to get a surprise CM too? What do you think?
So there may be a surprise only to the extent that who is the BJP face.
Right.
I would agree with my fellow panelist, the Times of India narrator, that Devendra Fadnavis is the front runner. But the BJP is known for springing surprises. They may go in for someone else's name, some backward, some OBC candidate, rather than going for a Maharashtrian Brahmin. But frankly, if I have to stick my neck out, I think it will be Devendra Fadnavis. Because why should they follow the Bihar pattern here? It is not that the entire thing hinged on Nitish Kumar. If Nitish Kumar crossed over, the government would go. So, and they have to look in for the next election alliances. Here, the next election is 5 years away. They sacrificed their chief minister's post for the last 5 years. Now, with 130 odd seats, I think the post is there for the asking.
Right.
And the formula is likely to be one chief minister, two deputy CMs. So the roles may be reversed. Fadnavis or whoever the BJP decides can be. Yep. And the two deputy CMs can be Mr. Shinde and Mr. Ajit Pawar. And that's something which is quite acceptable in Maharashtra politics.
Right.
That one CM, you can easily be a deputy CM. There have been precedents in the past. So with those kind of numbers, I don't think the BJPs will be willing to replace second fiddle to anyone. They would like to have the CM's post.
Right.
They would like to have major say in portfolio allocation. Yes, people would be adjusting.
Yes. But do you think that Ajit Pawar is going to be okay with this? And do you think that Eknath Shinde is going to be okay with this? Alka, what's your reading? Because it could also alternatively weaken the coalition's unity, where the Shinde-Shiv Sena could see it as a betrayal, bringing it back to that problem that erupted after the last election, where Uddhav Thackeray eventually broke away from the coalition.
Yes, and Vikram, we must understand that Ajit Pawar broke away from the MVA, or so to say his uncle Sharad Pawar, because he wanted that, he wanted to be in the driver's seat. He wanted to become chief minister. In the interview he had given to Samrat of the Sakal media group, he had said that I am ready. I am ready to become the chief minister of Maharashtra. So we can understand his desperation and ambition to get that seat. While saying that, we must understand that Ajit Pawar has extended his support for the name of Devendra Fadnavis to become the chief minister of Maharashtra. We must understand the politics or the situation between Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar. Ajit Pawar is trying to get closer to Devendra Fadnavis than Eknath Shinde. Also, Uddhav Thackeray has challenged or kind of mocked Eknath Shinde that look, you wanted to become chief minister, but now you have to work under the chief ministership of Mr. Devendra Fadnavis. And look, your position, your splitting away from original party has been used by the BJP, and now BJP is going to rule. And are you ready for that? This question has been raised by Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. The third question is Eknath Shinde ready to work under the chief ministership of Devendra Fadnavis? We must understand that when Devendra Fadnavis was chief minister, Eknath Shinde was cabinet minister of undivided Shiv Sena. He had publicly shown his resignation and said that Devendra Fadnavis was mistreating Shiv Sena's MLAs and all the demands raised by Shiv Sena minister.
Correct.
And so I am extending my resignation. From
Correct.
there to Mahayuti to current situation, yes, it is going to be a roller coaster for Mr. Eknath Shinde. All his party MLAs are saying that he deserves to be next chief minister of Maharashtra because his policies have brought back Mahayuti to the power.
So you're saying that there could be Devendra Fadnavis could be a problematic scenario. If you look at what has happened in Haryana, the BJP did not secure a majority. It took the Congress by surprise. Of course, it was literally a jolt, Sanjeev. The BJP managed to form the government with the support of the JJP. But what does that say about the BJP's strategy to expand its footprint in the country, in various states, by making concessions to smaller regional parties post-elections? Do you think that that is a strategy that the BJP would like to stay with for perception value even?
I don't know really what the BJP leadership may be thinking, but my instinct and my assessment says that the time for compromises for BJP in Maharashtra is well behind them. They did all the compromises. First, they really did not do any compromise and let Uddhav walk away. Then they managed to split both Sena and NCP and decided to play second fiddle to Eknath Shinde being the chief minister and also, to be fair to Shinde, the face of the campaign in the state. But with these kind of numbers, I don't think they will like to play second fiddle. Also, one has to understand that the BJP can easily form the government with the support of either Ajit Pawar or Eknath Shinde. And what is the reason for them to come together? Both of them cannot become the chief minister. So,
Sanjeev, for the BJP to be seen as letting go of one alliance partner, if at all it does come to that, do you think it would work in their strategy? Though you say that you don't know what the BJP's line of thinking is, do give your thoughts on this.
My issue is that when Shinde walked over from Uddhav Sena, he had all the aces in his hand. Today, does he hold all the aces? Today, most of the aces are held by the BJP. And so can Eknath Shinde or Ajit Pawar, are they in a position to really drive a hard bargain? And they will get plump portfolios. They will get some good portfolios. They will get Deputy CM's position. So it's a question of, maybe you can say it's a question of who blinks first. But I think the numbers have already, the way the numbers have stacked up in this legislature, we already know who is going to blink first, because it's really not game over poker. The hands are out, they are on the table, the cards are there. So the cards, the manner in which they are placed, it's very difficult for me to see BJP accepting once again Deputy Chief Minister's position. The only thing is where there can be some doubt is whether Devendra Fadnavis will be given the top job, or the BJP, as it is known to spring surprises, can conjure up of some other name.
Right.
But in that case also, like my fellow panelist from Times of India said that the RSS is backing Devendra Fadnavis. He's somebody from Nagpur.
Right.
He's a Maharashtrian Brahmin, something which is very close in terms of historical pedigree to the RSS. Also, the times have changed. When the BJP leadership from Delhi could really throw up a big surprise and have a relatively unknown name and anoint them as the chief minister, that time is not here right now. The way RSS campaign, the way local issues and local leaders came to the fore, both in Haryana
Yes.
and in Maharashtra, I think my instinct says, I have no
Right.
knowledge
Fair
in it
enough.
or inside track.
Yes, but I was trying to
think
get
that
into the larger strategy that the BJP has for state elections, for assembly elections. Alka, how effectively do you see the BJP countering the influence of powerful regional leaders to take away any sympathy, perhaps, like that for Uddhav Thackeray? He could have generated it after the Shiv Sena split. The decimation that we're seeing of Raj Thakray's MNS, the Sharad Pawar faction of the NCP now reduced to only 10
Yeah.
seats this time, or even Nana Patole for that matter, and the kind of sway he has in the Vidarbha region, that has been put under a huge question mark with this kind of election result. So is the BJP strategy to wipe out regional leadership actually going to be seen in play in Maharashtra too?
Of course, we must remember that if I'm not mistaken, my fellow panelist can also confirm that Amit Shah has said that by 2029, the party should go on its own. So, of course, till then, they will use all small regional parties for their benefit. That is one thing. Second thing is Mr. Uddhav Thackeray or Mahavikas Aghadi has run its campaign based on sympathy, and it is very evident that sympathy based politics has no place in Maharashtra voters will like it or dislike it. Maharashtra voters, we must respect the democratic mandate given by the voters, and that is in favor of Mahayuti, who has promised development, who has promised infrastructure project, who has promised welfare schemes and future of the Maharashtra. So they want to see, they are not interested in the past sympathies and blame games, but they want to see and they want to vote and they want to see the chief minister who is going to promise them the best vision for their state. Second thing, I just wanted to go back to our earlier discussion and remind all of us one thing, that BJP, might think about what Shinde is going to think or Ajit Pawar, but there is a question mark about the morale of the party cadre. And if BJP is not going to appoint somebody from the party like Devendra Fadnavis as chief minister, then it raises many questions in the mind of common party worker,
Yeah.
which is, why party is contesting. If BJP is not going to claim the chief ministership, if the person who has done everything for the party, who is the architect of this victory, is not going to be the chief minister, then why should I work for the party
But
if this is going to be,
yes, but
and I think
but
we must answer that question as
yeah, but
well.
on the flip side, Alka, we're also going to elections in Delhi and Bihar. So there is
Yeah.
a perception that if you don't treat your alliance partners well, potential allies are going to feel threatened. Doesn't the BJP have to care about that too?
Yes, of course, and that is, I think, after Uddhav Thackeray, the historical alliance is upset in Maharashtra. Now the responsibility lies on the shoulders of BJP to keep their alliances with them, and that is Mr. Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde. Both are experienced in administration, in the state politics. They are the best leaders of the legislators, and they have now proved their influence over the voters with more than 40 seats. I mean, Shinde has 57 and Ajit Pawar has 41. So it is not that they can take them for a ride and play politics and blame game cards. What you have said about Nana Patole and Uddhav Thackeray, of course, the BJP has promised double engine, or now in Maharashtra, triple engine Sarkar with Ajit Pawar on board with them after they have proved that they are the original parties. So there are more expectations. I don't know how the BJP is going to fulfill all the expectations. Unemployment is big question at one hand. At other hand, we have corruption problem. The CSDS survey has highlighted that in Maharashtra, corruption, according to people, is one of the biggest problems.
Yes.
So keeping alliances happy, keeping the leaders happy like Devendra Fadnavis, Bhavan Kule, Chandrakant Patil,
You
Vinod
think that's going to be
Tawade,
more
all
important?
of-
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
So
no,
the
absolutely. Yes, no, I take that point. But Sanjeev, this conversation that we've had with the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP's poll strategist, Mr. Arora, Naresh Arora, he told us about the welfare scheme, the Ladki Bahin being the key game changer this time, where the direct benefit transfer was done. It wasn't just an electoral promise. Delivery was ensured of the benefit. Has the BJP always known the benefits of doing the direct transfers in welfare schemes? And do you see that becoming a norm in the electoral strategies for a state as well? Do you think that could happen?
Well, the BJP won the MP election last December big time on the back of Ladli Behan. And then they introduced this in Haryana. And
Yes.
then they introduced it in Maharashtra post the Lok Sabha debacle. And it has worked because the good thing now is that once you make an announcement, thanks to the digital transformation of India, and you can reach out and directly transfer money or goodies to the beneficiary's account, these things work. So when Rajiv Gandhi said some 30 years ago or 40 years back that if out of a rupee 85 paisa goes in between in the hands of middlemen, now it's nearly 100% goes to the beneficiary because it's digitally electronically transferred. So I think those welfare schemes have played a big part in BJP's victory, but it'll be simplistic to say just that Ladli Behan Yojana did the trick. I think the sympathy worked for Uddhav and Sharad in the Lok Sabha election.
Right.
But like in Indian elections, you can fire a bullet only once.
Yes.
The same bullet doesn't get fired twice. So the sympathy card played out and they benefited from it in the Lok Sabha election. This time the sympathy card was not there on the ground.
Fair enough.
And finally, the Hindutva thing is always working. And the BJP campaign is just so much more organized and more in tune to ground reality.
Correct.
They were so hands-on that the opposition was taken by surprise.
Yes.
The only one more point I would like to make is that taking care of alliances does not mean that with these kind of numbers, you give them the chief minister's post.
Right.
Then you just take care of the alliance partners, not of yourself. So with these kind of numbers, I think I will be very surprised if one doesn't have a BJP chief minister in Maharashtra.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Remember,
Yeah.
other two alliance partners are so behind in terms of numbers. And what do they have to bargain for? How
Right.
can they insist? Or how can they push the BJP back to the wall? No, do what we are saying.
With these kind of
Unless
numbers.
Ajit Pawar and Shinde come together.
Yes.
But there is just one chief minister's post.
Yes.
Why and how will they come together?
Right.
So it's a very tricky situation. Yeah. I think the writing is on the wall, in my opinion. It will be a BJP CM with Shinde, Ajit Pawar as deputy CMs. Unless Shinde says that I won't be deputy CM, let one of my MLAs become a deputy CM, which I don't think will happen. Right. Everybody would like to have that power portfolio with themselves.
But you know, every state, Sanjeev, has its nuances. Jharkhand is being used as an example where Modi magic did not work. It was on his face that the BJP fought the election where Hemant Soren held his ground. Katenge to Batenge didn't resonate in Jharkhand where Yogi Adityanath first used it, but in the same vein, Ek hai to safe hai and daroge to maroge, and these slogans seem to have connected with voters in Maharashtra. One imagines there is a trial and error side to the BJP strategy as well, Alka. But does politics of welfare dent the BJP's pro-development brand of governance, what they need to apply in certain states and, try and make it work with the alliance partners?
Yes, certainly in Maharashtra, Hindutva politics was played. We cannot say that it is just because of Hindutva politics the Mahayuti has regained the power. We also have to understand there are allegations that cash was distributed. We don't know if ECI is going to take care of this allegation. From both alliances, MVA and Mahayuti had indulged in these practices. That is the allegation. Second thing that Hindutva politics was played, Ladki Bahin had some impact. Not everything is not linked to the Ladki Bahin Yojana. According to today's, if you have read CSDS survey today, it is saying that it is not the decisive one welfare scheme. But of course, it has its impact on the results in some parts of Maharashtra because we can see that more than 1 crore and 50 lakh women have applied. Now the number has increased of the applicants. So of course, women are looking at this scheme as aspiration, and they have voted for Mahayuti for this scheme. Third thing you were asking, that welfare schemes. Of course, BJP has played its politics always on the name of development.
Yeah.
Whether they do it or not, whether they claim it from the past government, we don't know, and we can go and debate that. We are running behind the time. So I would say that of course certain schemes were announced earlier.
Yes.
They have made it bigger and bigger through the advertisement, and
Yeah.
they are saying that we are here for the development. We are not against the development, as Mahavikas Agadi has portrayed us. And so of course that is what voters are liking in Maharashtra. They are seeing coastal road, they are seeing the sea road, expressway, Samruddhi Mahamar, everything.
Yes.
Of course, all these infrastructure projects have other side as to what it is
So,
costing environment
yes,
in
yes,
Maharashtra.
yes, of course. But overall, the poll strategy as far as the BJP is concerned, Sanjeev, in Bihar now going ahead, Nitish Kumar, a key figure over there, RJD building momentum, the BJP possibly likely to recalibrate their strategy for the state, even if you consider Delhi. The BJP faces the AAP's entrenched local dominance. So should we expect this kind of hyper-localized campaign that focuses on civic issues like Alka is saying for Maharashtra?
So definitely the local issues came to the fore in Maharashtra and Haryana. Just one quick comment I'll make on Jharkhand. In Jharkhand, it became a tribal versus non-tribal one. And two, the sympathy card which did not work in Maharashtra in assembly elections because it had worked in Lok Sabha, worked for Hemant Soren in Jharkhand because it was the first time it was being played. It was the first election after what people saw was his unfair jailing and harassment, and Champai Soren became the Ajit Pawar or Eknath Shinde of Jharkhand. So again, people did not like that how the person who was made the chief minister by Hemant Soren was taken away by BJP. So those things kind of backfired. As for Bihar is concerned, see, a year is a long time in politics. A lot may happen. But if things remain exactly as they are today when we are speaking, then I think Bihar is an easy win for NDA because they won all the 4 by-elections. The caste arithmetic rainbow suits them. There is this Paswan vote. There is the Ati Pichhada with Jitan Ram Manji, the backward Kurmis with Nitish Kumar, and the upper caste and the BJP traditional vote with BJP. So on against them is the MY combination, Muslim Yadav, which arithmetically does not play the same, does not really stack up or add up in the same manner. And we saw that in the Lok Sabha election. Why was Mahavikas Agadi expected to do well? Because the Lok Sabha election put them well ahead. In case of Bihar, the opposition is well behind NDA even in Lok Sabha elections, and nothing is likely to change if things don't change, if things remain as they are today in Bihar when the elections comes. So the most interesting election coming up will be Delhi, in my opinion.
You think Delhi is going to be the key battleground now? We'll have to see exactly how much of a variance that we see from the BJP's strategy when it comes to state elections from what we've seen in Haryana, in Maharashtra now. And indeed, Alka, before I wrap it up, because I'm running out of time, you have a quick comment to make.
Yes, Delhi and BMC. We cannot forget that Maharashtra or BMC has a budget of a smaller state. So we cannot forget about BMC election as well.
Yes, indeed. As far as municipalities go, the budget of the BMC is really something that breaks all proportions. But of course, we will be tracking all these elections and we will keep checking in with you with your takes on how the political scenario is evolving. Sanjeev and Alka, thank you very much for joining us on this discussion here on India Tonight.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.